Guys, today is February 26th, 2020, and I have so many emotions in me right now that somehow I woke up and I neutralized them. I don't know what I did, but I got done talking to Kathy. She wasn't too pumped about much of anything today. Maybe it's because it's so early, I don't know. And it was like me yesterday when I was just emotionless, and just partially dead on the inside. And I after I got on talk with her, I just like screamed. I really got it. I just started just screaming in my car, and it helped a little bit. There's still a lot of emotions in me, and I have them borderline trapped right now. I don't know what to do. I don't. I just mentally, I just am not there right now. Especially with 2 days ago, not last night, but the night before, I had like back to back, just awful dreams. And I kept waking up, and I woke up with a migraine yesterday. And I didn't go into work until like 1 o'clock. And I don't know what to do. Like I've said before in the past, my emotions play such a big part. They're such a large part about me, and about how I function throughout the day. And this dark, gloomy clouds they're throwing me off. I don't like it, you know. We go off on these days back to back, just this dark and rainy and stuff, and it just affects me. And maybe that's why I see people who live in the sun a lot more just seem like they're in such a better mood, because they don't have to live in just this dark cloud. I don't know. There's so many things that play an effect on it. Not just that, but the people that you're around. You know, you have Kathy, who is extremely affected by other people around her as well, just like me. And it's not, I say, not as much as me. Like, how do I say it? Her emotions play off in a different way than mine do. So let me just plot into the wall. I don't think she plays off as much from other people. There's just certain things that piss her off, and then from there she's just mad, right? Or there's certain things that I do, and as she said, she just doesn't have too many emotions towards me going forward. Like, one of the things that I did last night is I just felt like crap. KB said get on, and I hopped on League and played, but I just wasn't in it, you know. It's like short-term emotional gains is what I got, and it's not something that is good long-term, obviously, for you, especially if you can't fix your emotions for the long term. Just like it's like people who gamble, right? They go in for those short bursts of excitement, right? Those small wins. But long term, you may be down $500, which could really fuck you over for your next rent, buddy, okay? But short term gains, you gain $200. But how much did you lose in that $200, right? You lost $700. I don't know. It's kind of like something like that. And god damn it. You know, here's something too, right? So people get into these relationships, and I see it whether they're abusive, verbally abusive, emotionally just destroying to people. And it's like, okay, somebody is like, you and the person, they're good. You're good. You guys are good like 30% of the time, and 70% of the time you're getting emotionally, physically abused by that person. Well, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I know we have some rough patches. It's like the whole Johnny Depp and whatever thing, right? They're both just terrible people for each other, right? This must be great sex or something, or they're afraid to be alone or some crap. I don't know, something like that. oh, well, I know he does this and this, or she does this and this, but I really think they're turning around. But in retrospect, a lot of times people don't change, or they don't change that quickly, right? A lot of people just don't change. That's just how they are, right? And I was watching something about like auras and, about your eternal spirit within you. Not like it's more like auras type stuff. So it's more like monk type stuff, not like the Holy Spirit and crap like that, not like that. I mean, you can portray it however you want. It doesn't really matter. And some people were born to be basketball players and violinists. I mean, you know those kids who pop out and they're just 4 years old. They're playing the violin like somebody who's been playing it for 20 years. And the same thing with people who play basketball. Some people are just born and bred to do it. It's just how you are. And it's the same thing. Once a thief, always a thief type thing. People kind of make that out to be, or at least they'll always have that urge to be a thief. There's a lot of stuff that goes on like that, and it's the same thing within the relationships and within life and sometimes it's a switch too, right? It's like, okay, well, once this happens, that switch will flip, and personality, everything in a person's entire being will change. I mean, I've heard it way too many times. It's like, yeah, my husband switched, or my wife switched once we got married or whatever. Like, it's like a switch. Like, they were just a completely different person until, we had a kid or whatever, so God, there's just so much of that stuff going through my head right now. More importantly, through those freaking dreams, which I just have to get over. I gotta get over it. The stuff that hello? Oh, it's just the longest green light I've ever had. It's just something that's going to affect me for a little bit longer. And this is something that happens every probably week or two. As of lately. Whoa, Papaw, what are you doing? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of my emotions controlling me so much. And this is actually probably the 4th video I haven't posted. Or 5th video. I've made a few before talking about this. I just haven't posted them. I haven't wanted to post them. I haven't felt comfortable posting them. Even though, like, this is the whole point of it. Right? It's the whole point of me doing these talks, is to kind of get my emotions out there and just kind of see where I'm at. Yeah, I mean, this is just where I'm at right now. I have to, it was like, this is something I talked about in one of the other ones. It was, I was watching a video of The Rock, and he was lifting, and he was just doing a piss poor job at what he was doing, what he was trying to accomplish, and he just yells at himself, focus, and what I'm getting at here is, even the people who are just born to do certain things in life, they still have these emotional blocks or these mental blocks that everybody else has. We're human, right? We're human, and don't use that as a clutch or an excuse to do stupid things. Note that is something that we are just human, and to get past these so-called human-like traits that we have to go the extra mile to get rid of, to kind of get rid of those mental blocks. And sometimes, and to do that without destroying yourself. That's very important. So, that's all I have for right now. Twitch.tv/SimFizzy for live streaming stuff. Instagram, Twitter, all that. Where you go. I'll talk to you guys soon. Until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rant. I know it was just a whole lot of bouncing around again today, but that's what we do. Especially when we were lack of focus. I'm late for work. I've been late for work for like 3 weeks straight.